Sloss and Humphries on the road.
Muggins and cream, cream and muggins, straight thuggin', living the dream.
And that's our intro.
Fucking muggles.
Tickling the clit inside your head that makes you laugh. They said it can't be done.
He's weird, he's bald, we all know what he's called. Ryan Colour.
I thought you were going to stick a fraud in there.
Oh, that was... hey, that's a nice shirt. What Japanese Yakuza member did you manage to get it off?
You can lick my bag, sauce. I don't know what the fuck I...
Man, it is ASOS.
Of course it's fucking yeah, of course it's fucking ASOS. Fucking ASOS yearly member subscription.
ASOS.
ASOS, okay. Imagine. Buy it.
Looking for sponsorship.
Yeah.
That's not true. I actually think I'm above ASOS now.
Do you? What documentary have you seen now that spurred you on to buy half the fucking... Motherfucker, I walked in this country reading the Nike book now.
Oh, I need to talk about the fucking Nike book. Jeez, oh, right. So, well, no, I'll get to the Nike book in a fucking second. Look, I've got I've got really nice shoes now. Like, I do objectively. Okay. I've got.
There's no such thing as objectively nice shoes.
That's true. And Kai has called me out on this. He was like, what are the words that you say too much? Do you know any of your ones? Like words that are not necessarily your catchphrase, but just overused. Like mine would be objectively. I say that all the fucking time. And I say it like Americans say literally. It's lost all meaning when I say objectively.
Oh, I definitely have some.
So I buy nice jeans because I think Levi's are nice jeans. Those are good.
Yeah.
Right?
Famously.
Yeah. I've always treated myself to good boxers. I think it's very important. Treat your crotch good.
I treat the mines like shit.
Oh man, I remember the first time I ever got a pair of Calvin Klein, and they weren't silk, but they weren't cotton.
They got
somewhere
in the middle.
It was like resting your balls on like an angel's afro. Just the most cushiony, but without like
afro.
not the gristliness of like when you had an afro.
Not the grisliness of your afro.
I don't know. I imagine when you had hair, it was like mousse fur texture.
Like a Brillo pad.
Yes, yeah. And even when it came out, it was still hard.
If I banged my head on the bus, you'd leave scores.
Yeah, like
is your hair stainless steel?
You'd run it down like steel wool.
Yeah.
So I look. We all know I've steered hard into shoes, and I was reading the Nike book. It was Jean that recommended it to me, right? And I always trust Jean for a book recommendation. She's not done me wrong, unlike fucking Gareth Waugh, right? Who's done me really well several times. Gareth Waugh has redeemed himself on multiple occasions. He gave me the Mistborn saga. He gave me Loch Lamora. There's a lot more. He's given me good stuff, but he once bought me a fucking Terry Pratchett book.
Oh, I remember this. I remember how upset you were.
Oh man, and I was like, I know you don't like Terry Pratchett, but this is a really, really good one, and I find it excruciating to read.
Good.
Really, I find it's Russell Brand and Noel Fielding.
Okay, you're
got high.
There's one of your ones. Comparing anything remotely wacky to Noel Fielding.
Yeah, and Russell Brand. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yes, guilty. yeah, I acknowledge that. Have you read much Terry Pratchett?
I've read.
See, right, so you get it.
No. My reaction was, do you think I read fuck all? I've read Tim Lovejoy's Guide to Football, and then it recently went viral. It went viral for like a whole chapter on women in football. It was apparently the most sexist thing in the world. And I was reading it at 12 going, yeah, you're goddamn right, Tim.
Yeah. So when was the last time you read it?
A book?
Yeah. No. When was the last time you read Tim Lovejoy's book? Was that when you were 12?
It was just when I was 12.
Right, okay. What was the last book you read?
It would have been Norm Macdonald's biography.
Okay. Yeah, because there's a really,
and that one you gave me, the one with the stories about.
I Killed.
Yeah, I Killed.
Yeah. That's a fucking great one. I love a whole bunch of the fucking stories. It's just road comics from like the 70s in America, right? About their fucking stories, and they're all funny. Mike Myers gets chased through like a desert by coyotes because he missed his bus back from like some road improv gig. Like it's real.
It was like Nelson.
Oh God, yeah, the
Kelsey.
fucking Kai stag do getting chased by wild fucking dogs on the way back.
Dog.
Because Nelson doesn't travel anywhere without bacon in his pocket. And at no point was he willing to share with the wolves. Like,
What do you want? Wrapped entirely in bacon.
he ate fistfuls of it himself. like fucking Liam Neeson at the end of The Grey.
That's right. I remember that film.
Fucking gets back to Amy covered in bloody. But I kept all the bacon. Why? You lost your wallet with which we could have bought more bacon.
It'd be great because Nelson would have probably kept the dog food. Do they also inexplicably had on him?
Just on principle. Like, he's like, I will not be intimidated
Just wanted to fight.
by a wild fucking animal. Not a chance. So I'm reading the fucking what's his name? It's something Knight.
Phil.
Might be Phil Knight. Go and get up the name of the creator of Nike.
You ever see A Knight's Tale? It's about him. You just have to fill the silence before the... Phil Knight. I'm going to Phil Knight.
I think you're right. I think it's
Phil Knight.
All right, Phil Knight. He wrote the book. It's not a biography. And he comes across like such a fucking wanker. And he wrote the book and was given several opportunities to edit, and he still comes across as a complete and utter fucking arsehole. Like, don't get me wrong, what he did was very, very impressive, right? And I will say some positive things about him at the fucking end. But, like, first of all, he creates this fucking business in, like, the fucking 60s, right? It's just after World War II. It's in America. This is the fucking generation of people we hate, right? Everything was just there on a fucking plate. Houses cost a fucking penny. Capitalism was at its fucking, like not its birth, but, like, when it's getting to the fucking good bit. And it's just ruthless in America. Like,
it's on the upswing.
Oh, yeah. Like, Japan, like, and also the Americans are a superpower because Japan is recovering from fucking World War II and being bombed fucking twice. China's not really growing anything. They're having all the... America's like the superpower and, corporation fucking rules. Anyway, he's got a guy that works with him called Jeff Johnson, who...
That's fake.
No, it's man... The 60s in America.
Jeff Johnson.
Yeah, man. His parents were born like in the fucking 30s.
Yeah.
My little boy, Jeff Johnson.
Yeah.
My little boy, John Johnson. This is James Johnson, Jonah Johnson, and my daughter, Jemima Johnson. There's 100 million of those in America.
Yeah. If you have a cooler name, you're always immediately a criminal.
Yeah.
Or bad, like Henry Kissinger, Whitey Bulger.
Yeah, Henry Kissinger.
They're all cool. They're like, they were destined to be bastards. The rest of them are Jack Joneses.
Yeah.
Right, Jeffy Johnson.
So he's not like the first person to come on board with fucking Phil Knight, but he just puts so much effort in it. Like, it's not in the days before phones, but this guy just like, he's got all these ideas. He keeps writing him fucking letters, doing all this stuff, and he sets up the store for him. He comes up with all these ideas for him. And he's just like, hey man, please write me back. Here's an idea. Please write. And he's like, the guy contacts him too much, but it's all with stuff with the fucking business, and he just never replies. In 25 years of working, like, just never doesn't acknowledge him. In the book, he's like, I never once showed him gratitude. I didn't say thank you. I didn't. I just knew that he was like this rabid fucking ant, and you just had to give him something and give him no reward, and he would just continue to work. He's saying this about his friend who he worked with for 25 fucking years, right? And you sit there and you go, oh man, it's a different time. His dad was probably in like World War II, like his granddad definitely was. Like, maybe he doesn't have a good relationship with his dad, and he's never like, this cunt phones his dad every fucking night and talks to him, catches up for an hour, they talk, and he's still not telling his friend, like, this cunt writes this in the book, man. Be like, this is me, right?
Yeah, why would, yeah.
Oh, right, so he's... So,
well, at least he's been truthful. Fuck.
This one bit, right? It's the most tone-deaf thing I've ever heard in my fucking life. He goes out to Taiwan to look for a new factory to start producing these shoes, because again, this is the 1960s in America, and they're just like fucking out. It's capitalism, man.
Yeah.
Minimum fucking input, maximum fucking gains. Yeah. Right? So they go out to Taiwan and they find this factory, and it's like 4 stories high. And he says to the guy, "Yeah, this is perfect. Like, it's up to date. it's fucking well staffed. There's loads of people here. I want to work with your factory, and I want access to the whole thing. And the guy's like, absolutely, we'll make this fucking deal. We'll make your shoes, but you can't have access to that room. And I asked him why, and he said, because that's where me, my wife, and my 2 children live. And Phil Knight in this book then writes, and I thought to myself, God, this guy's just like me. So obsessed with his job sometimes, like he just lives in his office. And you're like, no! That's not what it was. He's so poor. There's nothing else. You fucking idiot.
That's like, so good.
This guy fucking loves shoes. He's a shoe dog just like me. Like, man, he forgets to feed his kids.
Yeah.
Because he's so upset. He makes them eat the soles of the shoes. This guy loves shoes.
It's either that or be eaten by an anaconda outside. Unbelievable.
Here's a bit I did. So throughout the book, he's not a great father, surprisingly, despite the fact that his father was good to him, but he was just so obsessed with his work, he was barely fucking away. He was barely ever fucking home. And he's quite open about the fact that he wasn't there enough and that he regrets it, and I believe him. At one point, he's about to move his family. They need to go somewhere closer to the shoes. And he's like, I have to find a place with a pool because my son loves the water. And this is a quote from the book. He says, I always remember my wife saying, at least he loves the water so much, he's never at that pool. At least we'll know he never drowns. He'll never drown. And at this point, I'm reading the book and I'm like, God, I wonder, he's got such a bad relationship with his son. I wonder if, now, after all these years, he's healed relationships. He's healed his relationship with his son. Maybe he's given him the company. Maybe partly fucking owns it. So I Google Matthew Knight as his son. He drowned in 2006. Not funny, right?
It's so funny. Oh, if there's one thing I'm certain in this life, it's my son will never drown.
No. It was one of those when you laugh, Karen's like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, I think if I say it out loud, I'll burst into flame.
That's so good.
I read the rest of the fucking book. The book was written in 2011.
Oh, right.
So he speaks about how his son died and everything. So I was just like, okay, so that was foreshadowing. But for 3 days, I was like, that was the funniest fucking coincidence.
Well, you're just asking for it, isn't
Oh,
it?
God.
It's like bringing her
Look at you, victim blaming.
Prison. He even knew what he was doing. What were you doing there?
Just fucking red flag to God.
Yeah.
Come get it, big dog.
Yeah. I will never get hit by lightning. Never.
But one of the bits that was that also made him sound like a fucking bell end was he at the end of the book, after they go public and fucking get rich, whatever. Obviously there was the Nike sweatshop scandals, right? Which he doesn't ever sell them as fucking sweatshops. His defense of the sweatshop scandal, he was like, in all the papers and all these articles, they're just saying how disgusting the conditions were. But you should have seen how bad they were when I bought them. And it's like, oh, man, again.
That's not.
No, that's not. The
You're
point.
You're missing the. Yeah, missing everything.
Yeah.
Enjoy that.
And one of the things he does, and I thought this, I don't know how much, I don't know how true this is, and I don't understand economics at all, so I don't know if this is a fucking valid explanation. But his justification, well, not justification, but he was like, look, but afterwards we acknowledged that it was a fucking shitty thing to do, and we should do better. We're a family fucking company, and the buck does stop with me. So we endeavoured for the next 25 years to make them better. And according to the EU and fucking the UN or whatever, Nike is one of the best around the world at things, according to, I don't know if you can pay people off with that, because he does regularly talk about how fucking rich he's worth as well. His defence is, he's like, we tried to pay them. We were just like, fuck it, let's give them the same wage that we would give to Americans. And the Indonesian government or whoever was like, man, you cannot pay people who make shoes more than doctors. Because that would just...
What a disaster.
Fuck up. Like it would just imagine that everyone with a degree is like, oh man, I'm not doing brain surgery. I'm gonna go make fucking shoes.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I get paid the equivalent of 75 grand a year because some rich guy over there feels fucking good. So I don't know if that would happen. That's how it worked, but that was his justification.
Imagine you just made it up.
Yeah, well, I
And
mean,
the Indonesian government, are you fucking kidding me? Any money?
as we know, I'm
Fuck
not.
the doctors. We love the NBA.
Yeah, I'm not smart enough to fact check it nor understand it.
How would you fact check it?
I don't know, probably. Well,
You'd have to ring them up.
you enjoy over there? How much did he offer you 50 years ago? All right, how much did he offer you, grand? All right, Jesus, how much did he offer your great grand? Fucking hell.
I realise now, this is my thing, you're about fact checking, and you mentioned like a Yakuza thing. I was obsessed with Japan when I was like 12 years old. Mm-hmm. So much so that I wrote to their embassy. I was like, I wrote to the Japanese embassy and I was like, give me as much info as you can. And they sent me a lot of info.
Hold on, right. So you sent fan mail to Japan.
Yeah. Like what you're doing over there, boy?
What in particular did you like?
So I was like, paper walls, that's mad. Cherry blossoms everywhere.
Origami.
How is this?
What's that all about?
What's that about?
Yeah.
Never mind any sort of martial arts. So that was only I was like, this sounds cool. I still really want to go to Japan.
Oh, it's great.
I mean, like,
It's really good.
not sure about the love of karaoke, but everything else.
There's no homeless people. It's really distressing.
They probably
No, I don't mean like one or two. There's none. There's not a homeless person.
there's not one.
No, and
So they've done it right.
no. Or what are they doing with them?
Okay, like a Netflix. We've seen enough Netflix. There's
Yeah,
a battle going on under the city,
Yeah. Yeah,
and everybody upstairs is watching.
yeah. It's a private channel that they've got there.
Battle Royale, fuck it, just literally, yeah.
Yeah. Japan is fucking awesome, and they do like weird is I would guess an offensive term to use, but very very different. But they do it. The Japanese do different, so fucking different. Like their McDonald's menu will fuck you up. Like it's called because it's not. They're just like, do you want green tea milkshake? And you're like, no man, that's not what anyone fucking wants. Like you want oyster covered chips? You're like, man, just a Big Mac. What are you doing?
Yeah. Oyster chips, no.
No. The
called
food is amazing. Apparently, best pizza in the world is made in Japan.
I believe that.
Because like whenever Japanese people decide to do something, they're like, right, my kids are going to do this, my grandkids are going to do this, I'm going to live to be 100 fucking years old because I'm Japanese.
Yeah.
I'm going to dedicate. Nothing else fucking matters. I'm never going to say I love you to my son until he makes me a slice of pizza that makes a fucking teardrop roll down my, and only then will I say I love you and then kill myself and pass the legacy. And that's happened for like ever since they met the fucking Italians, right? So,
But in fairness, the worst pizza I ever had was in Naples.
you really
It was fucking garbage.
was that Domino's?
No, imagine. This isn't anything different than ours. Well, yeah, you've came to a fucking Pizza Hut. It's the same shit. It was crap. And then I got another one in Rome and it was just fine. And I went, I'm out.
Man.
I've either done the wrong thing. Now,
Sorry.
Naples is a shithole as well.
Sorry to
Let's
the
add that down to the fucking thing.
That doesn't surprise me.
A lot of wild dogs.
Yeah.
Like I was in Dubrovnik, they had a lot of wild cats. That was pretty nice.
Right,
Wild dogs is a
What do you mean pretty nice?
Because they're community cats is what they call them.
Mm-hmm.
And like everyone leaves food out at night, so when they close up the doors, they leave out bowls of food. So the cats are having a great time. I know you don't believe it. You believe they're
I very much
wouldn't be lifting them up and going, "Whoa," you know.
I very much think the Croatian government have your dog has gone to live on a farm. Do you? They've just told you this, and then we all give them little cat treats at night.
I saw the cat treats. Nobody told me about the cat treats. I saw the cat treats. All right.
You said that in the group to Cara, being like we were asking about his holiday, and he's like, Cara, there's so many homeless cats here, you'd love it. And she's like, have you met me?
Cats are great. They're having a great crack. They're running around in the sun. They stay at the cathedral because it's got shade during the day and they can't be arsed with people. Then they come out at the evenings, come up to you, and then people feed them all the time. Motherfuckers are well looked
They
after.
run businesses.
They don't
Are
run
you think you're thinking of the movie The Aristocrats?
They have everything. They have everything a house cat has.
Except a fucking house.
Yeah, but they don't. What do they need houses for?
Because that's what makes them house cats. It's in the
They
fucking
are.
name.
I didn't say they were house cats. They're street cats. They're community cats. Didn't you hear what I said? Community cats. They've got many families. I mean, one of them was missing an eye. Looked, and one of them I felt like was following us because every time, like in a restaurant, like days later, he would pop up just staring at you. And I was like, "Is this my black dog? It's a ginger cat." I'll tell you how I know they were well fed. Eugene chucked a sausage at them, like half.
What do you mean at?
Not yeah.
Dude, please tell me you mean two.
Yeah, well, yeah, two. Yeah, he was a you fucking rat.
Fuck. Uncooked.
He had a bit of my. I was eating a carbonara. I remember he had a bit.
Dubrovnik.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? Is there something wrong with that? You said basic bitch.
Trying the local
I
cuisine.
did do the local cuisine the day before. All
And
right.
what's the local cuisine?
I don't know what it's called. It was like a big.
It's
I'd
always
describe
it's
it
just
as like
fucking
a.
slabs of meat in it.
It was like a big
just
pita
slabs of meat.
bread full of fucking like sausages, but kind of like smoked sausage. You know, it was actually nice, but. Is that all you got? And some little kind of red pesto sauce thing. That was nice.
They love.
Honk.
They just ground fucking beef in some or ground fucking any meat just on some sort of fucking stick and cooked. And be like, there's your fucking flavour.
The cat was picky anyway.
Like,
That's
can
all
I
I'm
have a
saying.
fork? And go, fuck your fork. You know, with bread. It's very.
Cat was picky. That's all I'm saying. It's eating well. It just went. Actually, no. I'm alright with the smoked sausage there.
Yeah, I just ate another cat's fucking eyeball. I'm full.
yeah.
I couldn't. Yeah, we're all fighting for our fucking lives out here. I was getting revenge because I ate all of my fucking kittens.
Eyes bigger than the ones in my belly.
Fuck you. Do you? I want to just ask how you slept.
What, last night?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking not well. I know where you're going with this. You fucking rat cheating bastard. You're a dirty, rotten cheater as usual.
Not a fucking cheater,
Any
I'm
type
just
of fucking
bettering.
game. Oh, well done, Daniel. You're better at non-iced curling. Fucking whooped it, you.
Yeah, and well, we can start off with I'm also better at shuffleboard.
Yeah, you were. I'll give you.
I was
shuffleboard.
unbelievable yesterday.
No, you're right. You did well the shuffleboard, but it was also came at a price because you were doing like weird stances and like. As if you're a
What do you
fucking
mean? What he means
professional,
if
like-
you're not watching? He means trying. I was aiming.
yeah.
I was being like, oh, that's what that is. I know the
Snapping your back.
camber of the fucking table. I know the, you know
Camber.
the.
Don't use the
And I
word
also don't think
camber.
it is the camber. What's the? Is it?
It was you were showing off.
Oh, I was
But in a
showing
bad
off,
way.
but I would. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm going to bring this up with Gareth later on, but there were some vicious rumors going around last night that I was smug.
Smug.
I
I think everybody on Earth is going to agree with that.
Camber is the angle between vertical axis of a wheel and vertical axis of a vehicle, but it still kind of works.
No, well, no, it's not. No. Okay, that makes sense. Well,
Before you do
definitely.
Gareth's one, you aren't smug, but you present yourself as smug.
yeah.
That's what it is.
I'm a very insecure person.
So that's what it is. So people be like, he is. And I'm like, you haven't chatted to him.
I do, man.
But Gareth's-
I'm a bad loser, but I'm a much fucking worse winner.
You can't count it in a game. That's just what we do.
Yeah, I mean, you. The first game was me and Gareth. Sorry, me and Gareth versus Gareth and Laura.
Yeah.
And you were toxic during that game in which you were not playing.
Yeah. That's
Like,
what,
you
well,
were
that's what the
brutally-
audience does and everything. You ever go to Wimbledon?
What a poor example. You
Fucking dickhead.
yeah, screaming through it like it's. Sorry, I just karate chopped your head because you love Japan.
Oh, yeah.
What was that?
Like an
boys?
egg.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
No, no.
You heard what you wanted to hear. I had a little bit of thing in my teeth. Don't edit anything in there.
Have I been deep faked? Oh my god, I've been deep faked.
Great. Big karate chop defect.
Oh
And-
fuck! Sorry. Before we go into the further bragging, tell me what about your fucking. Sorry, your fan mail to Japan. I forgot what we were talking about. That you sent them through. Hey, I love you. Think you're fucking class. What did they send you back?
Oh, like I would say close to 15 different books. some about politics, some about the topography. They covered it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. They, culture.
Was it? And these books were in English.
Yeah.
Right. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be huge. Yeah. Don't like you that much yet.
yeah. Learn the fucking language.
They must have
these
been
cunts are
delighted.
racist.
They must have been delighted. They must have went, wow, this is adorable. Look at this little idiot.
Yeah.
We'll send them everything.
I mean,
So my parents worked in the post office. When they got the stuff, they were like, what the fuck have you done? Because usually, you've done, people have done it to me, and I've done it to friends. You sign them up for, a missionary in the Philippines or whatever. And, I've done that with friends.
I'm sorry, you've done what?
I've signed friends up as
be-
volunteers, as missionaries in the Philippines. So then the nuns write to them, and then they'd have to break their hearts and message back on where I'm not actually coming. Anyway, haven't you got shoes to make? Again,
You're a vile man.
it's only you. You bring it out. You said this to me. You bring this out. I'm fine in every other part. Not really, but you're way worse here.
Are there any other countries you would write fan mail to?
Let me think. No, not. I'm pretty sure it was just Japan.
Just Japan.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I wouldn't write fan mail anymore. I think what I did was if they were like, this guy's over 12 years old.
I bet they would just fucking throw it because they're like, man, the Irish only ever go to America. And I don't know if you know this, but we fucking hate the Americans.
Oh, that might be it.
So if we can steal one of their boys.
They saw me as a breach.
Yeah. I
a
mean,
bridge.
I think the Japanese word for Irish person translates as to the seedlings of America.
Hi, the 75 fucking million of them say that they're Irish American.
Yeah, man, that's what. Well, man, it's every single. I've said it 1,000 fucking times. This is one of my things I say fucking regularly. But every time an American goes, "Oh my God, you're Scottish, you're Irish. My ancestors are Scottish and Irish." You're like, "Yeah, motherfucker, you're white."
Yeah,
I don't know if you know the fucking history of this place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if we all do this, the swab, it's all gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, you're all European,
I-
and your country is 7 years old. So of course you still have ties to it.
I won't do the swab.
No.
Because that's how they'll get me on them crimes. No. It's because I have a terrifying fear they'll come out like 98% British.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine.
I don't. Well, no, British isn't. I don't even think it would be
English.
European. They would just call it.
No, they give you countries sometimes.
Do they?
Yeah, they go like, "Oh, you're 6% Norway," and I'm like,
God.
"What?"
See, I don't. It's one of my. It's one of my the conspiracy theories that I fucking believe in.
What?
Like, I'm just like, it's just a way for the government to collect your DNA. Even though I'm pretty sure the government, probably already have my DNA.
Yeah, I don't think Ancestry.ie you're sending them like, here you go,
No,
CIA.
but see when people are like they're just doing that to fucking get. I'm like, you know what?
It makes sense.
Yeah, I get
What
it.
would they even use it for, though?
Don't know, man. Clones. Fucking. They've done fuck all since Dolly. Am I meant to believe nothing's happened over there? Nonsense. They're doing it in a different lab.
Are you an organ
Why would
donor?
they clone you?
What?
Why would they clone you?
Please, have you seen the rest of the fucking world? Jesus, I'm not saying you're gonna be. I'm not gonna be people's first choice, but I'm like, after you get through a few, I'd be like the top 10 choice in North Korea. I tell you that. I have to. I don't know if we have any North Korean
I hope
listeners or viewers, but I do have to acknowledge that maybe I judged your country a bit too quick based on Western media. Fair enough.
I would love to clone you and make you terrible at comedy, but make you a comedian and won't tell anyone that you died. And you can just
Wait, hold on. No, wait. When did that happen?
I'll kill you at some stage. Right? And I'll replace you with exactly you,
Right,
but
but-
terrible.
Aye. Whose sense of humor?
Oh God, I want let's go.
It's a Patreon. You can tell you what.
Let's go. I'm trying to think of one. Oh, I was going to say
Oh yeah, I was just been feel
something like a mix of Johnny Awesome
oh god. Okay, yeah.
and with a little bit of something Noel Fielding because that's what annoys you. Noel Fielding. How about
yeah.
that? How about we'll go straight for the source.
God, I don't think Nelson would ever talk to me again.
So but everybody's just like, and I just want to see it happening, and especially in the group, and everybody's just like, geez, you see Daniel's new stuff?
No, jeez.
Oh,
how many years until he's how many years until he's stopped doing comedy and he's just doing like a knitting show on BBC Two?
Kai's sitting here not knowing what's going on in the podcast. Had you have a fall or anything recently?
How many vaccinations did you get? Daniel, I need you to look me in the eye.
Because you needed 20 more. To start out what you've had. Too little or too many? No, are you an organ donor is what I was going to say.
Absolutely, yes.
I say they can get to fuck. Take my organs.
Why?
I have a genuine fear.
Oh, fucking here we go.
I probably will go down the organ donor route. Actually, not at the moment. I can't tell.
Okay, well, first of all, I can tell you, nobody wants your fucking lungs.
Yeah. Or my liver.
No.
Or my skin. I'm not, don't really do skin. Do they do?
Yeah, they do.
You can't donate your skin, can you?
Yeah. Can you not?
I don't know if you can donate the skin.
That's how they cure alopecia, right?
Alopecia when your hair falls out.
Oh, fuck.
That's your skin.
Vitiligo, motherfucker.
Vitiligo.
Vitiligo's
The guy from Lord of the Rings.
I don't think you need to cure vitiligo.
Yeah, and also it cures. I look, the whole joke was bad. It was
What happens?
Frankenstein-esque.
I don't think you can.
Donate your skin.
No?
Will they replenish, don't they, every quickly?
Man, I'm going to be honest, I would accept a fucking... See if I fucking fell off a motorbike and half my face got
Skin
scraped
graft.
off. And they were like, right, we're going to take off your arse or,
Yeah.
hard tits.
NHS
You want
website.
tit skin on your face?
Yeah, always. Huh?
NHS website. When you add your name to the organ donor register, you can choose to donate your tissues to help repair and rebuild bodies and lives
Okay,
of severely
right.
injured people.
Like Santa Cazorla got his a bit of his arm put on his ankle, but it had tattoo on it, so like it's missing there, and then his ankle has got the little part of the tattoo around his fucking thing.
Because I think...
I just have a fear that they're going to figure out you'll die, give away your organs, and then they're like, oh, we can bring people back alive, and then I'll be like, oh, but we can't because he's giving away. We can't do him.
Yeah.
Still need the organs, and I'll be like, I'd need to have like a clause where I can go get them back.
Oh, right. So, like, if the cure for whatever disease you died of, like, 13 years later, they just, like, there's this young, well, not even a young girl, she's, like, graduating, like, head of her fucking class. It's a long degree, something in astrophysics even. Like, she'll do very important things.
Yeah,
for the
I don't
exploration of the
care about her
galaxy.
job.
Like, there's just a doctor's like, I'm really sorry to do this, but... we need to take that heart back.
yeah.
Like it belongs to a alcoholic, drug addict, comedian, shock comic.
Yeah.
Who probably only has 5 years to live anyway.
And this is going to be his biggest shock.
Yeah, no, I've always been. I think the NHS. I think Britain's done the thing now where it's you have to opt out, and I think that absolutely. I think that absolutely should be the way. And I also think, like, let's say that, and then never enforce it. Oh, this person didn't want to donate their eyes because they believe in God. Oh no. Well,
Yeah.
pop,
Don't worry,
here you go. Who gives a shit? They're dead. Doesn't matter.
You can keep the brain. I didn't opt out. You do. You have to opt out. I am actually for it. But I do have that terrifying fear. I wouldn't have the fear because I shouldn't have the fear because I'd be dead.
I don't know if I get. Like, and this happens like when somebody gets a fucking heart transplant or whatever, right? And you see the videos, and like the heart goes into someone else, and then you see the videos, and it's like the dad of the daughter whose heart's now in the thing, like wants to hear the heartbeat of his dead child in the body of another person. I don't think that would be for me.
That's a bit weird, yeah.
I get it. Like when I watch those videos, I cry, but then again, I cry at most things. But like, I don't know if I could. Yeah, that would freak me out. Being like, oh, I'm glad we know how to do this.
Yeah.
It's just a bit.
Do you think like you would keep
Unless
some
Cara's
traits?
tit skin was put onto someone else's face, in which case I would.
And the nipple. You got a stray.
Yeah. I would request to come round and sniff his face at least once a week. He's like, man, I wash it so it doesn't matter, man. That does not matter. When
It's
I
in the terms and conditions.
I fucking married that woman. Those tits became mine. That was in the contract. I didn't read it, but the Bible. It's in the Bible.
Lawyer.
Yeah.
This is foolproof. Look at that episode of Black Mirror.
I
It's all
can't
foolproof.
believe she sang this.
Do you think that some traits of these organs would live on to, like, put like this, right? Say if I got a transplant, a heart transplant, and it was a Protestant,
Right.
do you think I'd freak out one day and petrol bomb myself?
Like, so, okay. If you lost your hands in a cheese making accident.
Well, I know someone lost his hands in the car door thing. Eugene's friend. So.
In a car door thing?
Yeah, not a car door accident, car door factory making. They all had to pull their hands out, and he didn't get his out.
Whoa, man, fucking.
Slicio. Like John Breslin, his name was. Came out with little stumps.
Well, so.
We thought it was class. And he knew it too, because he used to rattle them against the window, like little kids. And we were like, yeah, John.
Fucking. What's the suicide rate in the area you're from?
It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's mostly car crashes that take us. We're like the
or
most
car door factory fucking.
Oh, the car door factory. Yeah,
Just our city in cars. We never should have been gifted. We should have
Aye.
stuck with horses and hooves and wheels.
clearly don't get cars, either the making or the driving process.
Blowing them up. You've just got no idea. You've got no idea what they're for.
That's right. You were looking at the fucking Oma bomb the last day.
Oh yeah. I can't
You're
remember.
like, I didn't know it was this bad.
Oh, I really didn't. I really didn't realize how bad the Omar bomb was. Like, 'cause I'd done zero research on it. I can't remember what the context was, but I was just, you'd said something, and that was it. It was something to do with like things that didn't happen, right? So I was just like, so I did my standard things. So obviously,
Yeah, yeah.
9/11 didn't happen, the moon landing didn't
Big F.
happen, the Holocaust. We're doing all that sort of stuff, and I was like, oh, I need to. All of these are old and hacky. We've heard all these. I'm like, what's that place really close to where Colin grew up, where I know there was a big bomb, and I just sent in the picture of it. I'd never seen the photo. It's just the guy with the dog.
I know,
on
it's
his
a very
shoulder.
famous. You were hoping that everyone knew the picture.
Yeah. I was like, I hope this
know
is a
it,
famous
yeah.
photo, and it turns out it is. Guy with his daughter on his shoulder in front of a car, and I'm just like, oh, clearly, okay, like some fucking Irish bomb probably killed like fucking 3 people and injured 7. Oh man,
No,
what was it? Fucking 68 or something?
No, actually, it was 20. Was it not 28? It injured like 300, but
Like
the number always keeps escaping me because of the one woman's pregnant, and there was a whole argument in Ireland like we'll count that as a full person, or it's a half. I think it's none. Just say I'm a pregnant woman.
Let me guess. So the Catholics were saying it was a full person, and the prods were like it's half a person.
Yeah,
and the Catholics were like it's half a person if it's fucking Protestant. I tell you that.
29.
I've got the numbers. Yeah, 29 people killed and 220 injured.
Man, fucking.
Yeah, it's good. It was a good homemade one.
Yeah, man. Look, you can't fault his craftsmanship.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I put that in expecting it to just be like a really low, and you were like, and everyone laughed. I'm like, oh, I'll probably do some research on this, and they went, oh.
The comedy club is always like, just don't make a joke about it.
Yeah,
And
oh,
I know
yeah,
you
yeah.
think you can, but you don't. And then Stade tried it.
Oh, okay, well, man,
got them
like,
back near the end.
If it's like 320 people all in all injured and fucking killed in a town like that, literally everyone,
Yeah.
minimum 30 each. Like that's how fucking small this place is. It's like you're not like, oh, maybe a friend of a friend. You're like 30 people they saw every day.
Oh, yeah.
Had their lives taken. Or
I told you about Eugene's bomb, not his actual bomb, but he's been caught in a couple of bombs and he blew up. And, like,
I beg
he
your
was
pardon?
there. Eugene was caught in a couple of bombs.
oh, caught in a couple of bombs. I thought you said with.
No, he got caught in bombs explosions, right?
I don't think you've told us this.
Oh, he's from Strabane. Like it's the most. It's like
Yeah, but when you say in the like
like
was
that
he
in
thrown through the air? Like,
oh
was
yeah,
it-
like a couple of times, yeah.
What?
Patterson thing, right? So there's a shop called Linton and Robinson's in Strabane, right? And it's like the most bombed shop of all time. They keep rebuilding it, and it only sells lamps. It's not
Yeah,
even that.
man, fucking they keep rebuilding fucking Birmingham.
Eugene has a thing. He says it's not a miracle. Right? But he doesn't know how it happened. Right? He said that he was walking across the road, going into Linton Robinson's, and it explodes in front of him, and he flies back across the road. Right? And when he gets up, he's basically unmarked, kind of a couple of scratches, just luckily. But his jeans got blown off.
Man, this.
So he says, I can't tell how, he goes, I don't know how you could shred it in a way that my jeans fell off. He goes, he can't explain it. He
I
doesn't know.
can.
How could you
I
cut?
can. he's the Hulk, right? So just as the bomb goes off, because the Hulk never lets him die, fucking the Hulk's out. What happens when the fucking Hulk's out? Loses his genes.
Yeah.
Lands, loses memory for a bit, back down Bruce Banner mode.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, what a terrible man to be the Hulk.
Oh yeah. Just using it to beat dolphins to death.
You'd be a worse Spider-Man because you'd be like, "Oh, there's danger over there. I'm not going there then."
So wait, when you say the pants off,
his jeans were completely off.
This again just sounds like your dad went out and had a fucking wee affair, and you came back.
With no trousers.
Yeah. Your mum's like, "What have you been up to?" He's like, "There was a bomb."
What an accent that is.
That's your accent.
That is not.
Oh, darling, I didn't cheat on you. There was a bloody bomb in the fucking post office. Oh, it took off me. Oh, it took off me jeans. I put lipstick on me neck. Those fucking brats. You know, you want your dance.
No, this is Catholic on Catholic films, most of this.
Oh, was it?
Well, that was the IRA. It's a whole mess. We're not going to get into it, right? But what you need.
So that was bomb. That was bomb one.
Oh, it's been loads. I don't know how many. Loads. I mean, it's happening. Strabane blew up all the time in the 70s. But like, most of them were empty. So he was probably walking into an empty shop. They just didn't tell him that it was about to blow up.
Oh, and then they just.
Yeah, because they get everyone out. They usually don't kill people. Don't know what that's. They're like, right, we're going to we'll cause havoc, but we're not trying not to kill. That's what the famous. We call ahead 30 minutes. You would bring the Twin Towers. Like, hey, we're coming in on a plane. That we did. But thank God it was them days because you'd answer phone calls.
Yeah.
Send an Insta DM. We'll get back to you in 3-5 working days. It's going in 40 minutes.
The amount of introverts now. Like, thank God they're not doing it in like fucking LA. Like, there's not just in LA phoning a shop. My head being like, I'm going to phone them up and tell them the bomb's going off in 30 minutes. And just like in this little boutique, just the girls there with things out going, who phones? Like, just text. Who phones? Oh God, I don't. I'll be fine. Oh, thank God they hung up.
Her last
29 dead. Because they didn't have it.
Who phones?
It's 2023. Who does this?
Oh my God, it's an unknown number.
God, it's probably a crying caller. Just leave it. Let it go to voicemail. I don't want to listen to it. I'll listen to it later.
I wonder how many did. I was in a couple of bomb scares. Back in my day.
Were you?
I was proper fucking annoying. They were really annoying.
This is what your mum said when she was talking about all the bombs that her and her sister. She was like, it's just a real inconvenience. I'm like, yeah, man, I'll fucking bet.
Oh, that's right, she was. Yeah. We were going to, I remember the one we were going to, this is annoyed the fuck out of me. I'm going to football training and there's a bus across the middle of the road. So our bus just pulls up in front of it. And, we're all like, oh God, we already know what there's going to be. We're all like 12, but we all know. Right? And then a policeman comes on and he goes, okay, there's a bomb on this bus, but we don't know if it's timed or anything, so it could go off at any second. And I was like, don't explain this to the children. Explain this just to the teachers, maybe. Right? We all kind of, but we're kind of like,
he's got a megaphone.
You know what to do.
There's a bomb somewhere on this bus. Now, it might be weight activated. So nobody move or shit your pants. Don't phone your mothers because mobile phones don't exist yet.
Piss though, that could take out the fuse.
Yeah, feel free to wet your brakes. No. Now, we'll let the boys off first, and we all know why.
Payback for the Titanic.
We let you have one, ladies.
You had the Titanic. This is our turn.
Man, that would be the greatest injustice in the world. What? If there was like reparations for all the men. Yeah. Even though I don't know if you know this, but we've been pretty shit to women since and before. But I think it would be very, very funny to just be like, hey. Like imagine you're running down the stairs in the Twin Towers and there's a woman behind you. Let me pass. You're like, bitch, no way. Fuck it. You had Titanic. That was you.
Yeah.
You got. We
I can still see your fist on that raft.
Yeah, not Tom. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a lift down. Whee.
I saw like No. What was the finishing point in that?
The bombs that you've been in.
No. Just because like they were like, oh no, you can't leave in case they're watching and they waiting for you to run, and then they blow it up. So you just have to sit
Well,
there.
that would be a weird. Why would they be?
I don't know.
Like what?
That
Like
just
what,
must be
like who do they like? If they like, it's what's the fucking musical statues? Like no.
Yeah.
He also like because the bus has stopped. We think he's like a velociraptor. So if none of us move,
It's not even that.
he's not going to waste the bomb. So just stay still, and maybe he'll drink himself to sleep. This could take anywhere between 25 minutes and 4 days.
First of all, that accent is
spot on?
Is not only not spot on.
Oh.
It's also the other side of Ireland. There's no way a guy with that accent would be up here telling us about bombs.
Maybe, I don't know. I feel like, there's Romeo and Juliet type situation back then.
No, yeah. I told you about Eugene's Romeo and Juliet, the one of the Protestant girl.
No.
When he was, I think I did years ago.
Is this just your way of telling me that your dad poisoned a woman?
Yeah. With his Catholic sperm. Yeah. Eugene had a Protestant girlfriend in the 70s for like a week.
Jesus, that was worse than being gay back then.
That was, he was like, you think it's Romeo and Juliet, Montague Capulets? Isn't that what the families were?
Oh, fucking no idea, man.
Montagues
When do you think I've read Shakespeare?
Montagues and Capulets, maybe at school.
English, any?
I know.
Aye. You
Overrated.
were at school.
Oh, aye. Whoops. Yeah. Kick the bucket.
Nobody, fuck off. Nobody knew you kicked the bin there. So it just says, you're like, yeah, we were at school. Whoops.
Oh, they didn't hear you. Whoa.
He got the names right.
Romeo Montague and Juliet Capulet.
It's Montague.
There you go. Okay.
Like Montague Street.
What was your point? Oh, yeah. So
So basically, he was walking home one day, and the UVF pulled up in a van and bundled him in and kicked the shit out of him. They're like, "Get away from the Protestant! Like, she's ours and all this. She's our Protestant girl."
Oh.
Catholic scumbag. Went to hospital for a couple of days, and then when he got out of hospital,
broken heart.
Yeah. He was walking home, and then another white van pulled up, and it was the IRA going and started battering him. And then while they were battering him, they were like, there's a hospital tag, and you're already bruised." And he was like, "Yeah, they got there first." And then they stopped beating him and went, "How the fucking dare they beat our man before we do?" Caused the whole childish. How dare they kick the shit out of our? They can't punish our man.
People that it's our right to fucking.
Eugene in the back of the van was second kicking in the week, going, "Oh, can I just go?"
Well, 1.5 kickings.
I was like, "Did you see her again?" He goes, "Did I fuck?" I was like, "All right, there is no nice ending to this. Did I fuck? You would have been shot."
If I know anything about fucking Protestants, she made the phone call.
Yeah, imagine. We got another cunt. Soppy. We got another one.
I got mine. Give a miss.
The orange lady of Strabane.
Yeah,
They call her. Her name's Sasha.
So
After the sash. Don't worry about it. Just got to continue on. Can we cut that? I remember you shouting that before. Can we cut that? Can we cut all that?
what was the bit we kept doing? Made me laugh so very much. Was whenever you just fucking really badly insult someone, or someone really badly insults you, you just go, "Mom,
No, yeah.
Mom, can you come get me?"
It's me again.
Same place, yeah.
Same place. We dropped you back.
Can you pick me up at a McDonald's on the way?
Full of fish, I'm not feeling real.
A baldy has been indicted.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. But very, very funny for Andrew Tate to publicly for 10 years talk about the only reason he is in Romania is because of how easy it is to bribe people and they don't care about sex trafficking, which if you know anything about Romania in the past 10 years, like they're trying to curb, like they don't like that being their reputation at all. Like, they're a very young country, you got to remember, it takes an extra while to kick out fucking corruption and whatnot. So what better a fucking example than Andrew? Oh man.
Delighted.
Over the fucking
So
moon.
fun.
Over the fucking moon. There's a brilliant Behind the Bastards do a 4-part on him, and then
It's
a
not good
fucking
when there's a
update.
4-parter. It's not good when you're a bastard when they have to do
Oh, it's not that. It's just like
Season.
Robert Evans. Robert Evans is such a good journalist. It's just so very in depth, and he tries to not. Well, I mean, to say he's not trying to be biased is fucking.
Yeah, it's called Behind the
He's behind the bastards. But man, he does his fucking research, and he will not. You know, if something's rumor, he will very rarely. He won't say it unless it's you can
verified.
corroborate. Yeah. I think he's a very professional journalist, and he would absolutely not consider himself to be. Left wing, he can consider himself to be a libertarian. Anyway, the 4-parters on it is fucking excellent. The update on it is excellent because obviously the reason Andrew Tate is the way he is because his dad was an alcoholic, violently abusive man who was also a narcissist who tortured him in ways that made him and just it's all damage. It's all damage and autism. That's as I've said from the fucking start. It's just damage and autism. That's why he is the way he is. He's just a big fucking con artist. He's very smart. He's good at being a con artist, but he's not good at shutting his fucking mouth. Apparently, like there was a fucking bit where. You know, he's always bragged about having like 29 passports and all this fucking money everywhere, right? So they're like, oh man, he's a flight risk, so we're not going to fucking let him out of prison at all because that would be a stupid thing to do. While he was in prison, there was like I think his lawyers had said that there was like a shadow or a scar on his lung. And it might be cancer, and so they'd have to let him out of prison so he could get the fucking cancer treatment. And all the Tate fads are losing their minds, being like, they're going to keep him in there. This is fucking murder. The reason they kept him in there, right, was because even if this was an escape plan for Andrew Tate, because he's such a fucking narcissist, he's like, my lungs are perfect. Like I have the lung capacity of an Olympic swimmer. Like, I've got the body of an Olympian. Any scar on my lung is a scar from an old battle that I've already been. It's like, man, you can't even fucking lie to get out of prison.
That's so pathetic.
It's a very, it's a very good in-depth into him. And it talks about he's the most influential fucking person in the world amongst boys between the age of fucking 12 to 21, believe. Like, he's a legitimate fucking danger, and this is a very funny thing to be happening to a bastard. Hopefully it goes ahead. This is only one of the indictments. There could certainly be more because he's obviously done heaps of other crimes. That isn't even touching on the money laundering side of things or whatever. This is just rape and
sex
trafficking, which is one of the many crimes
minors
that he's done and bragged about very openly for years like a fucking idiot.
Did you see his dad tweets? Since he came out of prison, he keeps tweeting long threads about things his dad did, and he keeps going like, "What learnt me about honor is, when my dad used to like put me in a potato sack and chuck me in the river," and you're like,
"Yeah, just yeah."
It taught me to be hard, and I'm like, "Oh Jesus Christ!"
Just like, man, you and
everybody's just sitting there going like, "Oh,
just a damn it!" They don't make men like that anymore. Good, man. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's why we went to war a bunch of times, to kill people like that. I think that was the whole point, actually.
He's got great
I think we widely agreed that those people were really they don't make real men anymore. What, those ones that used to punch their woman? Oh, God, Jesus. Bring them back.
He did that one. I think he's one of those ones as well where his dad just got up in the middle of the night and said, fuck this, and walked out, never came back.
Oh,
didn't even take the car, just kept walking.
Cheated on his mum. No, his mum left. So again, this is why Andrew Tate hates women, because even though his dad was out cheating regularly and he was violent and he was abusive and he was an alcoholic and he was a narcissist and he was poor, his dad was a failure. He was very good at chess, but he was kicked out because he was an alcoholic and horrible to fucking everyone. He got kicked out of the army because he was fucking useless and couldn't admit that he was a narcissist, so he didn't get any fucking severance check. But because he fucking beat Andrew saw him as this fucking godlike figure because he had all these insecurities, and eventually his dad would give him a little bit of praise. Dad would cheat on his fucking mum. Mum took him away, but Andrew can't blame it on his mum, so that's why he blames it on all fucking women. Yeah. Like it's always happened during childhood. It's always fucking childhood trauma. It's just damaged people worshipping damaged people.
Yeah.
And this is why mental health is really important.
Imagine being Andrew Tate's therapist.
Oh God,
I'd film my lies and hope he kills himself.
You think you could talk him into it?
Just turning your degrees around.
If the worst thing you could do would be to talk Andrew Tate into killing himself, because he's put out a video being like, I would never kill myself. And then all of his fans would be like, oh, it's fine. It's the Illuminati. It's the Matrix. He was right.
It's John McAfee all over again.
Yeah.
Wasn't it John McAfee?
Was he the CIA
he
foreman guy?
No, he's the guy that did the the antivirus, McAfee virus.
Oh.
I can't remember what it was about, but he also said that, I can't, I'll never kill myself, and then he died in prison. He got murdered or something. No,
I did not
He killed
know.
himself in prison, but he said, I would
He hung
never do
himself.
that. They're coming for me.
I
I would do that anyway. I think I'd do that if I was going to kill myself.
one of
I'd
the
blame someone random.
the
Oh, no, that's a fucking Norm Macdonald bit.
what? Oh yes, so yeah.
Yeah.
It's suicide note. Just
It's a barber.
somebody for 25 years ago just blame it on them.
Remember Norm comes
Jesus,
in
yeah,
there? He
God,
comes
I
in
used
there
to.
once or he killed himself it's because of you. That's so funny. Great.
What was I going to say? Oh well, I mean we can.
Tate and McAfee.
Yeah.
That's a way to Tate McAfee link up. I don't know how that worked. Oh, suicide by Epstein.
That's gone.
Would you like to go to Epstein Island?
But there's somebody. Wait, what?
Back in the day.
Not back in the day. No, back in the
good
day.
old days. Why would you go now? It's closed.
I'm pretty sure they took the girls away, guys. They'll be in some warehouse in some
There's
FBI
no way
stores.
it wasn't a joke as well, that it was the Virgin Islands he chose to start this.
That's a Finn Taylor joke.
Finn Taylor joke. So we've had Norm and Phil in the last two things I've said.
Yeah, Finn Taylor's got a really good bit, which is, how fucking devastated do you think the police were when they found out that, the FBI were when they found out it was on for the Virgin Islands. They're like, oh, man, are you fucking right there? What airline did he use to get there? You're fucking kidding me!
That's great.
Such a good gag.
Did you see the videos of people trying to get on the island and the security chasing them off?
I've seen the video of the guys that got to the island. There's guys that successfully got there, but it's all like a lot of it's underground and stuff. So it's locked.
Where was it again?
Virgin Isles.
Where is it again? But where's Virgin Islands? Are they near? Is it not because it wasn't didn't Escobar not use the islands? No, that was the fire. I'm thinking of the fire festival.
You are thinking Fire Fest, you fucking idiot.
Hi. What could you do? It was an island.
Yeah. They're all, you're from an island,
I'm from
and you're also
I'm from an Ireland.
You're from a pretty fucking big beautiful island yourself.
No.
Aye.
No, it wasn't technically us.
Aye, there's lots of pedos on that island.
There are.
But
They were planted by the English. That's where I said.
So between South America and then I didn't realize South America was that far east of North America. Right.
What? Oh, like
Like it's all the I thought it was
that
like
looks particularly bent up.
yeah,
But
I thought it was like
yeah.
directly fucking down, but
So you didn't do Shakespeare or geography?
That's a 2D map, though. It's different.
no, it's when it's
Sphere.
wrapped around. Oh, okay, well that's fucking if you fucking knew that.
Stupid.
And why is it upside down?
Yeah.
So you've got a new podcast out
Yeah.
with old Bacon Fist himself.
Bacon fist, yeah. Old, yeah.
Aye.
Battering wild dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, and just a couple on the way home, just for good measure.
Fuck's
Like
sake.
just every dog. After Nelson coming back from Kaistag, fighting off all the wild dogs, he's got the same racism to dogs that like men who fought the Japanese on Iwo Jima. Fucking, they're just coming back like 20 years later, being like, I'll never fucking forgive those. Fuck it. He was like that with dogs, just walking down the street, punching fucking chihuahuas, being like, fucking.
I fucking saw the thing about. I thought the Japanese Japanese soldiers fighting thought the war was over, whatever, stuck in an island fighting. I thought it was like for a couple of weeks.
Oh no, man!
It was like 1972. God, I shat at laughing.
They were-
That is the funniest. They had to get the old commander out, his old guy, this like 79-year-old thing. The only way he'd believe it if his commander came out. They're like, thank God he didn't die. He wouldn't have got off that island. He's like, no, I will continue fighting. So they fly in the older commander and go like, stand down. It's over 30 years. And he was like, okay. They wouldn't listen to any of the others. He thought they were all plants. When the other soldiers came, they go, it's over.
Oh, I mean, after that many
There was
years,
two of them.
you just
There was two of them and then one died.
leave him the island. Right? Leave him the island because at one point he's gonna find one of the landmines. So like that's when you know the island's safe. Just keep one guy just overlooking the island.
Okay.
That's his job. Maybe two guys, they take it in shifts.
Does he know?
One day, 35 years down the line, they're like, man, maybe he starved to death. Maybe he starved to death. And maybe like he just starved, or maybe like he killed himself. He wouldn't have heard that bang. You know, I don't know if this job is my passion anymore. I realised I've just been looking at an island for 35 years. And then, like, hey! On my 35-year anniversary, it was unbelievable. Did you guys, that brag, you guys, that's him? Oh, can I have his leg?
Is your like it's on an island? You don't need to clean up. You don't need to really.
So your podcast, is it as racist as this one?
No,
That's
no,
good.
it's about movies.
Not yet, though.
yeah. Well, Nelson's on it.
You're one episode in.
Yeah. Oh no, have we? I feel like we did definitely do something slightly. The next episode's out tomorrow. Well, I don't know when this is posted, but it's out every Wednesday essentially, and it's movies.
And it's called Absolute Cuts.
Yeah. It's called Blockbusters.
Yeah. Yeah. That wasn't my suggestion. I was the one that just kept, you were like, we need to come up with the name of our podcast. And I was just constantly being like, Baldy and Toothy suck each other off to death.
I mean, it's
Two depressed losers try not to kill
Two
themselves.
depressed losers. That'd be a great one. TDL. The TDL guys.
Well.
So it's out every Wednesday. You know what I mean? Still do the NFL one too.
Oh,
but it's off season, like, so don't join now.
Yeah. So I think
What are
you're
you
just
doing?
hearing Colin's opinions at this point.
Yeah.
All right, and I'll talk to you I'm going to do another podcast now, so I'll see you in a different shirt.
All pod out.
A bit later. The fuck did you just say?
I got a text message on NHS and I'm like, this could be good.